But let's move to the NBA, shall we, where we've seen free agency start. LeBron James will not be a free agent, opting back into the Lakers roster, exercising a $52 million player option. James Harden declined his player option, but is going to stay in L.A. Reportedly intends to sign a 2-year deal worth over $80 million with the Clippers. And DeAndre Ayton finalizing a contract buyout with the Trailblazers to become a free agent. 27-year-old former number 1 overall pick had $35 million left on his deal. Aaron Dolan with us as well, Anita Mark. So I got both ladies behind me here on the monitor, and let's talk some NBA here. Aaron, I'm curious what future has your attention at this moment?
How about the Houston Rockets? If you look at the Western Conference right now, they have the second shortest odds right behind OKC at plus 525. And of course, with the addition of Kevin Durant, I think they actually have a shot to win the Western Conference. Now, is this the best value you're going to get? I think you could wait and probably see how they start off the season, but they did have 52 wins last year, and that was without Kevin Durant. The team really surprised me last year. Şengün, he had a breakout all-star season. He had Jabari Smith and, of course, Fred VanVleet, who's an absolute veteran. This team, to me, feels like they can only get better and go up from here. It's not going to be an easy task, but just seeing those odds in the Western Conference at plus 525, it's enough for me to note the odds makers are taking them seriously. And then as for some other things that I'll be looking at, probably the Lakers win total as soon as that's posted, because, of course, they'll have a full season with Luka Doncic. And then as for the Clippers, I'm out on them. I've had enough of the James Harden and the Clippers drop. They can't stay healthy, so I'll be looking at the Houston Rockets.
All right, Aaron likes the Rockets. Anita, I'm curious if you're blasting off with H-Town right now.
I am, and I love what Aaron's selling there, right? Let Aaron talk about the rest of the West. Let me talk about the Rockets and why I like them a lot. How can you not love the fact that they add KD? I know, listen, he played in Phoenix. A lot of us here on the East Coast, we don't stay up that late to watch him play. Let me tell you something, folks. The dude still has it. 53% from the floor, 43% from downtown. He gives Houston that top scorer option, especially late in games where they did not thrive. This is a team, they're coming off 52 wins. They were able to keep VanVleet. They have Jabari Smith, just like Aaron said. And they still have some assets. I don't think they're done yet making this team competitive heading into next season. And I forgot to mention, a lot of love there with the roster and the head coach. There's no drama, right? There's no drama where there's a lot of drama in the NBA. There's no drama on this team, at least not yet, and hopefully there will not be. So I'm all in on Houston. I think they win the West this year.
Well, ladies, some breaking news from Shams Charania making the Rockets even more impressive. They just made a free agent deal to sign Dorian Finney-Smith away from the Lakers. So there's a key 3-and-D piece to even further help Kevin Durant and the Rockets in the Western Conference. We'll see if that changes the odds at all. I'm on a Texas team too, guys, but I'm looking in San Antonio. The value on the Spurs in the Western Conference. Let's talk about the Southwest Division, where they are plus 450 behind, of course, the Houston Rockets, who you guys were talking about. I do think the Rockets are the deserved favorite, but I do think there's some value here on San Antonio, who could be just as good, if not better. Victor Wembanyama back healthy. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle. Drafting Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox. They have veterans like Harrison Barnes as well in this roster. So, of course, most of this is built around Wemby coming back healthy and taking another further step to being one of the best players in the league. But I think San Antonio has a good roster around him. We know he's going to be a favorite for Defensive Player of the Year, but I wonder if at 12-1, there's value right now on him to win the MVP award. Maybe that's worth a sprinkle. I don't know. Time to think about it, but Texas is where we're looking at some ballers right now in the NBA. Speaking of the association, guys, here's a serious story in the league. Federal authorities are investigating Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling related to NBA games and prop bets, sources telling ESPN on Sunday. The allegations are stemming from games that occurred in 2023-24. For more insight on this developing story, let's welcome in our sports betting reporter, David Purdum. David, what more can you share on this investigation into Beasley?
Yeah, there's an active federal investigation into Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling related to NBA games and player props. That's according to his attorney. The investigation is out of the Eastern District of New York. That is where the Jonte Porter investigation stems out of. We're still looking to see if there's any connections on them, but for now, Beasley becomes the third NBA player in the last 18 months to have a federal investigation into gambling activity, joining Jonte Porter and Terry Rozier.
Yeah, and you mentioned, David, that player prop bets were a part of this investigation. We saw that with Jonte Porter as well, so do you expect more regulations surrounding prop bets as betting continues to go further mainstream?
It's certainly possible. At least one sportsbook noticed some unusual betting interest on Malik Beasley's player props during the 2023-2024 season. Most of this was right at the beginning of that year in 2024 when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks. The NBA reacted after the Jonte Porter scandal by prohibiting their partner sportsbooks from allowing under bets on any two-way players. Jonte Porter was one of those. The NCAA has been very adamant coming out against player props as well, so there is a chance that we see further restriction of those kind of player props.
All right, David Purdum with the latest on this story involving Malik Beasley and an investigation into potential gambling. Thank you, David.
NBA